January 2020, Dynazty, power metal band Dynazty, released the song Presence of Mind, a video for the song Presence of Mind. It was a promotion for their upcoming album, The Dark Delight, which was released later that year. It was that video alone that made me discover Dynazty. Who is Dynazty? What makes them so unique? Well, what makes them a special band? What is power metal? It was thanks to the video for Presence of Mind that got me hooked on Dynazty. Now, I'm a huge Dynazty fan. I have 2 of their albums. I own The Dark Delight, and I also own this one, Titanic Mass. Power metal, when people hear metal, they think of Black Sabbath, Metallica, Judas Priest, Cannibal Corpse, Gwar, some hard stuff like Slayer, but definitely when it comes to power metal is all about fantasy. It's Dungeons, Dragons, Wizards, Warriors, the J.R.R. Tolkien, George R.R. Martin. It's fantasy metal. Power metal is all about fantasy. It's wizards and all that stuff, like I just said. And power metal also has that organ kind of sound, ha, 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 and it also has a bit of an orchestra feeling, oh, oh, oh. You almost feel like an orchestra is in the room with you. You put on a headset, when you listen to this album, you're going to think, I'm in an auditorium somewhere. I'm either in an arena, an auditorium, or a stadium. It's just phenomenal. Titanic Mass contains every song there is to love about Dynazty. Why do we like Dynazty? I say Titanic Mass. Put this album on, go to Spotify, which is in the link below, and you're going to go, what is this? Human Paradox is perhaps my all-time favorite song from Dynazty. The Human Paradox, it has that intro, and then all of a sudden you kind of hear this, oh, 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 and then all of a sudden you hear all these guitars and drums, and you're just going, what is this? When I first heard Human Paradox, I just said, whoa, that's a song, that is a band, that is a voice. If Freddie Mercury and Whitney Houston had an alternative genre, it would have been power metal. Their voices are matching. Human Paradox, my attraction, one step in the wrong direction. Sometimes you gotta sit down and read the lyrics. You hear the song, but you gotta read the lyrics. There's a story they're telling you. And sometimes you could be driving in the car and you're listening to it. That's one thing, but you can't really read and drive because you're gonna be dreaming, what's this? Meet, 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 ah! And then, but when you're at home, like I am, and you read the lyrics, you go, oh, I like the song more. Roar of the Underdog, which is track 3. There's Keys to Paradise. I Want to Live Forever is a power ballad. It's kind of like those slow motion power ballads, you know, the kind where you would light your phone up or light your cigarette lighter and just go. It has that flow. It's kind of a slow dance, you know, I Want to Live Forever. It makes your heart ache. It makes you go, I'm touched. The Beast Inside, Break Into the Wild. The next 2 songs after I Want to Live Forever, it's Break Into the Wild. It's an adventure song. Break Into the Wild, it almost feels like when I first heard it, it almost sounds like you were in an airsuit just gliding over places. It almost feels like you're flying when you listen to some of these songs. That's what I love about albums sometimes. You listen to an album and it either makes you feel sad or it makes you feel empowered. It makes you feel strong. And I think that's why they call it power metal, because it makes you feel empowered. Power metal. Niles Mullen, man. Niles Mullen has one of the best voices in the world. I wish Dynazty came to Canada because they are worth watching. I've watched a couple of their live videos, and their concerts, they give you your money's worth based on videos that I've seen that people take on their phones and post on the internet. I just want to watch Dynazty and hear what they're like in person and maybe even get a VIP pass. I keep following them. I keep wondering, are they going to come to Canada? Are they not? Are they on tour again? They just released an album last year, Final Advent, which was last year. If you want an introduction to Dynazty, Titanic Mass is the go-to album. It absolutely is. Without further ado, you can see at the description below, I have put the link there. You can click the link to their Spotify channel and check out the Titanic Mass by Dynazty. Thank you for tuning in.